at Chase High School are primarily for the student participants. The purpose of this activity is to provide positive learning experiences and opportunities for personal growth with the participants. We are pleased to host our guests from Otis-Bison. This competition is being conducted according to the rules of the Kansas High School Activities Association. Officials and spectators can and are expected to assist in the promotion and achievement of good sportsmanship ideals by taking personal responsibility for keeping this contest at a high level of fair, clean, wholesome competition. Good luck to both teams. Concessions are available out the south doors. To the left, to the right, you'll find the restrooms. Have a good time all.
Oh, okay. Tell me it goes. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I muted or unmuted?
A 5'7" sophomore, Hope Watkins. And for the Lady Cats, a 5'6" senior number 1, Alexis Todd. For the Lady Cougars, a 5'9" sophomore number 2, Zoe Swint. And for the Lady Cats, a 5'5" sophomore number 2, Jersey. For the Lady Cougars at 5'7", junior number 21, Layla Kenya. And for the Lady Cats, a 5'4", sophomore number 10, Haley Miller. For the Cougars at 5'7", junior number 24, Abigail Rodriguez. Senior number 11, Isabella Antuna. Last but not least, for the Lady Cougars, a 5'7", junior number 43, Marissa Reaver. And for your Lady Cats, a 5'10", senior number 33, Cassie Herrera. The Cougars are coached by Jay Winter and Stan the Man Uvi. The head coach for the Cats, Mike Marzak and Barry Griffin. Good luck to both teams. At this time, we ask you to please stand and remove your hat and place your right hand over your heart or render a salute if you are a veteran of the United States military, as we pay respect to our flag and country and honor America with the performance of our national anthem. Let's hear it for Mrs. Sarah Staten.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Otis-Bison Cougar broadcast. Today we are in beautiful Chase, Kansas. It is currently dark out, so a little late to start the game, but we are here. Up for your Chase Cats, number 11, Isabel Antuna.
And number 2, Zoe Schwint. Jumping for the Cougars.
Ball is up.
Cougars get the tip. Abby Rodriguez bringing the ball up. Gets it over to Hope Lumpkins. Back to Abby. Back over to Hope. Gets it down to the corner to Marissa Reaver. Into high post, Zoe Schwint. Back out to Hope. Puts it up for 3. Bounces off the rim and Chase rebounds.
Cats back with the ball. Bringing down the court, number 10, now over to 11 at the farther wing, up to 1 at the mid-court line. Now over to the closer wing, down to 33 at the low post, up for 2, and it's good.
Abby Rodriguez throwing the ball in to Hope. Back to Abby coming down the court. Down to Marissa Reaver in the corner. Right into Zoe Schwinn at the high post. Tries to dribble in, but Cats block it. Out to Hope Lumpkins. Over to Abby. Looking for an option. Throws it over to Marissa. Back up to Hope at the top. Dribbles down. Gets it to Hope. Not Hope. Marissa. Puts it up for 3. Bounces off the rim. The Cats get the rebound.
10 taking the ball down the court with some speed. She'll go down the lane. Up for 2, and it's good.
Zoe Schwint throwing the ball into Abby. Bringing it down the court. Gets it over to Hope Lumpkins. Back up to the top to Zoe Schwint. Tries to dribble in. Cats block it. Over to Leela Kenyon. Puts it up for 2, but bounces off. Cats get rebound.
Cats back to the ball now. 10 walking the ball down the court. Now over to 2 with the closer wing. Back up to 11. Over to 1 at the far wing. Shot goes over her head and out of the court. Over to the Cougars.
Abby Rodriguez will be throwing the ball in to Hope. Back to Abby, bringing it on down the court. Over to Hope Lumpkins. Gets it into high post, Leela Kenyon. Back to Marissa Reaver. Into Zoe at the free throw line. Puts it up for 2, but bounces off. Cats get rebound.
Cats back with the ball now. 10 bringing it down the court. Now over to 11 at the closer wing. Looking for some options. Shoots it over to 1. Ball is stolen.
Abby Rodriguez coming down the court hot. Puts it up for 2. And it'll be good for 2 points. Cats got the ball.
Ten bringing it back down the court for your Cats. Now over to 11 at the far wing. This time up to top to Kina. Over to 2 at the close wing. Down to 10 at the short corner. She'll go out to the closer corner. Up to 1 now at the top to key, and a whistle's blown as a block is called. Cats throwing the ball to 10. Now over to 2 at the closer wing. Ball is stolen.
Abby Rodriguez bringing it up. Throws it to Hope. Drives hard, but the Cats block it. Up to high post. Leela gets it over to Marissa. Bounce pass to Zoe Schwinn at the block. Back out to Marissa. Over to Abby. Dribbles down. Gets it to Marissa. Into Leela at the high post. Back out to Hope. Goes to the free throw line, throws it out to Abby. Back out to Hope. Over to Marissa Reaver in the corner. Puts it up. Bounces off though. Cats got rebound.
10 for your Chase Cats, bringing it down the court now. Now over to 2 at the closer wing. Down to 33 at the low post, up for 2, no good. Fight for the rebound, and the Cougars will get it.
Abby Rodriguez with the rebound coming down the court. Gets it over to Zoe, but couldn't quite catch it, and that'll go to the Cats.
Cats bring the ball back down the court now. 33 now has it at the midcourt line. Now over to 1 at the closer wing. Down to 10 at the low post. Up for 2. Shots no good. Tries to get the rebound, but goes off the back of the backboard, and a whistle's blown.
Foul will be called on number 21 for the Cougars, Leila Kenyon.
Number 10 for your Chase Cats, Haley Miller, up for some free throws. Her first one's up, and it's no good. She puts up her second free throw, no good. Fight for the rebound. Whistle is blowing. I did not catch who that was. And it'll be against number 11 for your Chase Cats, Isabel Antuna.
Abby Rodriguez throwing it in to Hope. Back to Abby, coming down the court. Over to Hope Lumpkins. To Zoe Schwint. Back to Hope. Up to Destiny Mitchell. Into Leila. Back down to Zoe. Over to Hope. Over to Destiny. Bounce pass in, but like double dribble, question mark? Not sure what that was. It'll go back to the Cats, though.
10 for your Cats, bringing it down the court. Now over to 2 at the closer wing. Down to 33 at the corner. Into 10 at the low post. Up for 2, and it's good.
Hope Lumpkins throwing it into Abby. Bringing it down the court. Over to Hope. Gets it into Leila Kenyon. A high post. Gets it up to Destiny Mitchell. Bounce pass to Leila. Over to Hope. Down to Zoe Schwint. Tries to drive, but the Cats blocker. Leila gets the rebound, or not rebound, but picks the ball up, but the Cats steal it.
Cats fighting for the ball. 10 will take it down now at the farther wing, my bad. Up to 1 at the top of the key. She'll look around for some options. Goes down to the closer wing. Down to 11. Into 33. At the lane. Up for 2, and it's good.
Destiny Mitchell throwing the ball in to Abby. Coming down the court. Far pass over to Hope. Into Leila Kenyon. Puts it up for 2, but bounces off. Cats get the rebound.
10 for your Cats, bringing the ball down the court. Now at the closer wing. Now over to 11. 11 looking for some options. Almost got the ball stolen from her. Thrown down to 1 now. Back down to 10. Closer corner. Up for 3. Shots no good. 11 with a rebound. She tries to pass it out, but looks like a Cougar will smack the ball out of the court. That'll place number 1 for your Cats at the far sideline. She'll toss it into 2. 2 at the far wing. Now up the top of the key. She'll try to drive, but it's blocked by the Cougars' defense. They'll pass around. 11 now has it at the far wing. Up to 2 again. Down to 1. Ball is almost stolen from her. She's trying to get around the Cougars' defense. She'll pass it out to 2. 2 tries to drive, but smacks the Cougars, and a whistle's blown. That'll be against number 2, Hope Lumpkins. That'll be a push. Chase number 1 has it at the far sideline. Into 11 at the far wing. She'll try to drive, and looks like she'll be caught with a double dribble.
Destiny Mitchell throwing the ball in to Abby, coming down the court. Tries to drive, gets it to Destiny. Into Leila. Back out to Hope. Over to Destiny. Dribbles a couple feet. Gets it over to Abby. Puts it up for 3, but that'll be out on Cougars. We're going to go to the Cats.
Cats, number 1, throwing in the ball from the baseline. They'll chuck it clear down to 2. She'll try to get hold of the ball. She will. Up for 2. Bounces around a little bit, but it's in.
Zoe Schwint throwing the ball in. Abby bringing the ball down the court. Not bad. Gets it over to Destiny. Cats almost tip it. Gets it to Leela. Back out to Hope. Far pass over to Abby. Gets it to Destiny in the close corner. Puts it up for 2. Wasn't quite out there to that 3-point line. Cats got the ball.
Number 10 for your Cats, bringing the ball down the court. Down to 2 with the closer wing. Back up to 11 now at the top of the key. Down to 1 at the far wing again. Trying to drive, but it's met by the Cougars defense. Back out to 10 now at the far wing. She's open, drives down, up for 2, and it's good.
Destiny Mitchell throws the ball in to Abby. Coming on down the court. Tries to drive, back out to Leela. Skip pass over to Destiny. Bounce pass into Zoe at the block. Tries to put it up. The Cats block it. Cats bringing it down the court now.
Number 1 for your Cats. Now over to 10 at the farther wing. She'll look for some options. Up to 1 now. 1 going around. Tries to get it down to 33. Tipped by the Cougars.
Leila Kenyon stole the ball from them. Over to Hope. Bringing it down the court. Tries to get it to Zoe, but overshoots it a little bit. That'll go to the Cats.
Cats throwing in the ball now. 10 will have it. She'll take it down the court. Now at the farther wing. Tries to go down to 11. Tipped by a Cougar and out of the court. Ten for your Chase Cats. Tosses in the ball to 11 at the high post. Now back out to 10 at the close corner. Up to 1 at the top of the key now. She'll look for some options and a little bit of trouble, but she tosses out to 11 at the closer wing. Looks like 11 will get caught up in her dribble, and I don't know if it went out of the court, but a whistle's blown over to the Cougars.
Abby Rodriguez bringing the ball up with 10 seconds left on the clock. Down to Hope in the corner. Back to Destiny. Puts it for 3. Bounces off. Cats get the rebound. All right, the score for that quarter is Cougars with 4 and Cats with 12. We'll see you in the next quarter.
Ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives, and all these important values are learned by participation in interscholastic activities. During competition, they are translated into word sportsmanships. Sportsmanship is one of the strongest education lessons and lifetime values that are taught by interscholastic activities. A public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association.
Right before the whistle was called, there was a foul called on number 21, and number 10 put up 2 free throws, and I think she missed both.
Check out what Dion's got at the south end of the court.
If you don't, I'll come do it for you. Have a love. Come on, boy, you got this. Bye.
Both teams return to the court. Number 1 for your Cats throws it out to 10 from the closer sideline. 10 driving, now out to 1 at the closer wing. She'll try to drive again, but a whistle's blown. I believe that was a carry. Over to the Cougars.
Hope Lumpkins throwing the ball into Abby, bringing it down the court. Gets it over to Destiny. Into Zoe at the block. Tries to put it up, but it doesn't quite go in. Cats get rebound.
Cats bring the ball down the court. Now over to 2 at the closer wing. She'll drive down. met by the Cougars defense, and it's stolen.
Destiny Mitchell stole that ball. Over to Zoe and back to Abby. Bringing it down. Over to Destiny. Dribbles across. Gets it to Hope. Over to Zoe in the far corner. Puts it up for three. But bounces off. Cats got a rebound.
Number 10 for your Cats, bringing the ball down the court. Now it's 2 at the mid post. Tries to take it down. I believe it was 20 down there, but Cougars steal it.
Destiny got that ball over to Abby. Brought it down the court. Tried to bounce it to Zoe. The push was called, and it'll go to the Cats. That push was called on blue 2. Zoe Schwint.
Number 1 for your Cats will have the ball at the baseline. She'll throw it into number 10. Down to 2 now at the closer side of the court. 2 going up to the top of the key. Now over to 12 at the far wing. 12 tried to take it down to 20. Tipped almost by the Cougars. And looks like as she's trying to evade the Cougar defense, she'll be caught with a travel.
Destiny throwing the ball into Abby. Bringing it down the court. Gets it all the way down to Hope. Dribbles it for a second. Gets it to Leela at the high post. Down to Zoe at low post. Over to Abby and back up to Destiny. Tries to bounce past it into Leela maybe, but missed the ball. Goes back to the Cats.
Number 10 for your Cats, bringing the ball down the court. Now with the 2 at the closer wing. She'll look for some options and a little bit of trouble by the Cougar defense. It looks like she will be caught traveling over to the Cougars. Looks like a timeout will be called.
Oh, it's timeout on White for 30 seconds.
You gotta get a rebound if you want a pony.
Destiny Mitchell throwing the ball into Abby. Bringing it down the court. Gets it over to Hope. Back up to the top of Destiny. Gets it right into Leela Kenyon at the high post. Over to Hope. Puts it up for 3. Doesn't get it there, but Abby gets the rebound. Over to Destiny. Down to low post. Leela. Trying to look for an option, but that'll be a double dribble. Go to the Cats.
Cats will shoot in the ball from the baseline, number 1.
They got a Cougars got a sub. Marissa Reaver goes in for Leela Kenyon.
10 for your Cats will bring it down the court. Now we're 2 at the closer wing. Try to pass it back down to 10, but it's knocked out of the court, and it will be turned over to the Cougars.
Abby throwing the ball into Destiny, bringing it down the court. Over to Marissa. Back to Destiny. Puts it for 3. Almost goes in, but bounces out. Destiny tried to steal that ball back, but it went out of bounds. It'll be Cats' ball.
Number 1 for your Cats will have the ball at the baseline. She'll toss it into 2. She'll bring it down the closer side of the court. She'll take it to the far wing. Down to 10 now at the low post. She'll look for some options. Up to 33 at the free throw line. Up for 2, no good. I believe that was 2 for the rebound, and that's good.
Abby throwing the ball into Hope. Back to Abby, bringing it down. Gets it over to Hope. Over to Destiny. Almost puts it for 3, I thought. But down to Zoe, back to Marissa, and out to Destiny. Gets it down to Marissa. Tries to drive baseline, but bounce pass to Zoe. Foul was called. Not sure on who, but Zoe Schwinn will be putting up 2 shots.
It'll be against number 11 for your Chase Cats, Isabella Antuna.
First free throw up, misses, bounces off the back of the rim. She'll be shooting another shot, though. Second shot went up, bounced off the back of the rim, and Kat's got rebound.
Kat's now with the ball. 2 has it at the closer wing. She'll look for some options. Down to 10 now at the closer corner. Up for 3. Shot's no good. Falls short. Over to the Cougars.
Abby gets that rebound. Gets it over to Destiny, bringing it down. Hard drive. Puts it up at short corners, but Cats do block it. But they'll be shooting. Whoa, hold on. Destiny Mitchell will be putting up 2 shots.
And number 10, Haley Miller, will be caught with that foul. It's on the arm.
First shot went up, but bounced off. She got one more. Second shot up, went in flawlessly. Go over to the Cats.
Number 1 for your Cats, chucking in the ball. She'll go over to 10 at the farther side of the court. Back down to 1. Now over to 11. Now over to 33. Down to 1 at the top of the key now. Down to 10 for low post. Up for 2, and it's good.
Abby threw on the ball to Destiny, bringing it down the court real fast. Gets it up to the top to Hope. Puts it up for 3, but bounces out. But Abby gets that rebound. Over to Destiny. Gets it over to Zoe at the free throw line. Back out to Hope. Over to Abby. All the way over to Destiny. Gets it over to Hope. Over to Abby. Down to Zoe, but gets pressured. That'll be a jump ball. It will stay with the Cougars. Zoe Schwint, number 2, throwing the ball in. Gets it to Marissa at the high post. Tries to put it up, but gets blocked. Up to Hope, over to Abby. Back over to Hope. Over to Destiny at the far close corner. Puts it up, bounces off the backboard, and Cats get the rebound.
10 for your Chase Cats, bringing the ball back down the court now. Now over to 11 at the closer wing. Down to, tipped out of the court by a Cougar. That was intended for 2. That'll place number 1 at the baseline. She'll toss it down to 33. She'll drive down, up for 2. Shot's no good. Cougars with the rebound.
Zoe Schwint got that rebound over to Abby, bringing it down the court. Goes for a hard drive. Pulls up, gets it out to Zoe. Out to Destiny at the very top. Over to Marissa, close corner. Back up to Hope. Shoots it over to Abby. Skip pass over to Destiny. Drives middle. Foul was called. And it'll go to the Cougars on the sideline. Number 2, Zoe Schwint throwing the ball in. Gets it to Hope right there. Puts it up. But misses. Zoe Schwint was able to save it, though. Marissa Riva tries to put it back up, and it'll be good for 2 shots. There was a foul card on the arm, I think. On number...
It'll be against number 3. Which does not exist on my scorecard.
33.
Oh, no, there she is. Cassie Hira.
Marissa Reaver puts that first shot up, but bounces off the rim. She's got 1 more shot left.
Let me check that. Herrera.
Second shot up, rolls around the rim and goes out. Cats bringing the ball down now.
1 will take the ball down the court. She'll try to pass it over to 2. Bounces off, I believe that was Marissa Reaver's leg, and out of the court, and the whistle's blown. That'll place 10 for your Cats at the baseline. She'll toss it into 33 now at the close corner. Up to 11 at the closer wing. Down to 33 at the short corner. Back out to 10. Up to 11 at the closer wing. Up to 10 at the top of the key now. She'll look for some options. Down to 11. 11 drives. Tries to pass it out maybe, but it goes out of the court over to the Cougars.
Abby Rodriguez throwing the ball in to Destiny Mitchell. Destiny is going to bring it down the court. Gets it right into the block, Zoe Schwint, but backs it out to Destiny. Tries to put it up, but Cats block it. They're fighting for the ball, but Cats end up with the ball.
10 now has it at the farther wing. She'll look for some options as she's getting surrounded. Tries to chuck it out. Looks like number 2 will pick it up, and it'll cross over the half-court line over to the Cougars.
Destiny Mitchell throwing the ball in. Cats putting on a little bit of pressure, but gets it into Abby. Back out to Destiny, puts it up for 2. Goes in with a swish. Go to the Cats.
10 for your Cats, back with the ball now. She'll walk it down the court, just above 2 minutes on the clock. They'll try to pass it over to 1. Goes over her head and out of the court, over to the Cougars. Now place 2 minutes on the clock.
Hope Lumpkins throwing the ball in to Abby. Bringing it down the court. Shoots it over to Destiny. Bounce pass into Zoe. Back out to Destiny at the corner. Tries to bounce pass it back in, but the Cats block it.
Cats bring the ball down the court. She'll try to do a layup, and it's no good, and a whistle's blown, though.
That call was fouled on Hope Lumpkins, number 1.
And looks like there will be a timeout. Both teams return to the court. Looks like number 2 for your Chase Cats will be up for some free throws. Jersey Mayers. Her first one's up. Bounces off the back of the rim, and it's in. Put up her second one. Off of the back of the rim again, no good. Rebound. And looks like number 10 was caught traveling before she got to the basket. Over to the Cougars.
Cougars calling a sub, number 21, Leela Kenyon for Marissa Reaver. Destiny Mitchell be throwing the ball into Abby. Abby back to Destiny, bringing it down the court. Bounce pass over to Hope, puts it up for 3, but misses. Zoe Schwint got that ball, and it'll be a jump ball. It'll go to the Cats.
Cats number 1 throwing it in from the baseline into 2, stolen by the Cougars.
Destiny Mitchell stole the ball. Gets it down to Abby. Gets it out to Destiny, back up to Abby. Shoots it over to Hope, down to Destiny, and into Zoe at the low post. Up to Leela at the high post, puts it up, bounces out.
Cats back with the ball now. 10 bringing it down the court. Down at the far wing, now down to 12. 12 into 10, up for 2. Shot's good.
Destiny throwing the ball into Abby. Bringing it down. Shoots it up to Destiny. Puts it all the way down to low post Zoe. Puts it up for 2, but goes off the rim. Cats got the ball now.
Number 2 bringing it down the closer side of the court. She'll drive down. Ball is tipped from her, though. The clock will be stopped with 36 seconds on it. Now place number 10 for your Chase Cats at the baseline. 10 tossing it in now. Finds 2 at the lane. Up for 2. No good. Cougars with the rebound.
Destiny Mitchell bringing the ball down. That was a foul called. Not quite sure what the foul was, but it'll stay with the Cougars.
Number 1, Alexa Donovan was the fouler.
Not sure what was called, but Abby Rodriguez throwing the ball into Destiny now.
And the Cats will steal it. 1 now has it. Fighting for the ball as it goes off of her toe and out of the court. Back over to the Cougars.
Hope Lumpkins throwing the ball into Abby. Bringing it down. Gets it over to Destiny. Into Zoe Schwint. Back out to Destiny. Puts it up for 3. Goes in. That'll be 3 points to the Cougars. Cats bringing the ball down now.
Number 10 bringing the ball down the court. She'll take it to the far wing. 6 seconds on the clock. Number 1 now has it at the top of the key. Up for 3. Shots no good. Fight for the rebound. And that's the buzzer. And that'll be the end of your first half. Your Otis-Bison Cougars, number 10. Your Chase Cats, 19. The Kansas State High School Activities Association and its member schools provide thrills and suspense for a lifetime of memories. See other parts of the education come to life through interscholastic activities. A public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and your local Cougar broadcast. Welcome back, everybody, to the second half of the game. Otis-Bison starting off with the ball. Abigail throwing it out to Hope. Hope now at the far wing. She'll look for some options. Goes down to Mercer Reaver. Now at the short corner. Back up to Hope at the closer wing. Now into Leela at the lane. Leela trying to put it up. And a jump ball is called.
Number 1, Alexis Donovan throwing the ball in. Over to number 10, Haley Miller bringing it back down. Going to throw it over to number 2, Jersey Myers. The far wing. Going to throw it back down to Miller at low post. Struggling. Ball is now with number 33, Casey. Ball's back out to Miller, putting up to number 11, my bad. Isabella putting up for 2, and the shot's good.
Cougars back with the ball. Abigail taking it down the court. Marissa now has it at the closer short corner. Up for 2. Shots no good. Fight for the rebound. Over to the Cats.
Ball's thrown over to number 1, Alexis. Running it down the low post. Put up for 2. No good.
Fight for the rebound, and a whistle's blown. And it will remain with the Cougars.
Number 1, Alexis Donovan hitting.
Cougars back with the ball. Abigail now has it, bringing it down the court. She'll take it to top the key. Now over to Hope at the closer wing. Down to Marissa at the short corner. Into Leela at the high post. Down to Marissa. Up for 2. Shots no good. Marissa now at the 3-throw line.
Calls against number 11, Isabel Antina on the arm.
Marissa's first shot is up, and it's good. Marissa's second shot's up now, and it's no good. Fight for the rebound. Ball goes out of the court, over to the Cats.
Donovan throwing it in over to number 11. Isabella bringing it back down. Back over to Alexis. Hands it off to number 2, Jersey. Back over to over to Isabella, top of the key. Going around. Double dribble is called on her. Turn over to the Cougars.
Cougars, Abigail throwing it in. Now down to number 2, Zoe Schwinn at the far wing. She'll dribble it down a little bit. Now up to Hope. Abby, my bad. Down to Leela at the high post. Out to Marissa at the short corner. Up for 2. Shots no good. Fight for the rebound, and the Cats will pick it up.
Casey gets it out to number 1, Alexis. Going to dribble it down. He hands it off to number 11, Isabella. Run it down on the far side and call on the court against the Cougars.
Not catch the number from the referee. And it'll be against number 33, Delilah Reaver. She'll be caught blocking.
Ball's thrown in over to number 11, Isabella Antina, and there's a call on the court.
Looks like one of the players had their shoe come off. Cats down with the ball.
Ball thrown in over to number 2, Jersey, putting up for 2 from the high post, and it's good for 2.
Cougars bring the ball back down the court. Abigail now with it at the top of the key. Now over to Hope at the far wing. Now over to Marissa at the closer wing. Into Leela Kenyon. Leela trying to drive. Up for 2. Shots no good. Fight for the rebound. It looks like a whistle is blown as Zoe tries to get the ball. And Cougars will remain with it at the baseline.
Number 11, Isabella, was caught pushing.
Cougars looking for some options to toss in the ball. Abigail now gets it at the far corner. Up to Destiny Mitchell now at the closer wing. She'll try to drive. Up for 2. Shots no good, and the whistle's blown.
Number 33, Cassie, on the arm.
Destiny Mitchell now with it at the 3-throw line. Up for 1, my bad. No good. Destiny's second shot is up. And it misses. Over to the Cats.
Alexis throwing the ball in over to number 2, Jersey Myers, bringing it back down. Hand it back off to Alexis. Now over to number 12, Madi. Back over to Jersey, going to dribble around. Put it up for 2 from about mid-post. No good. Number 33, Cassie with the rebound. Puts it up for 2. No good. Cougars with the rebound.
Abigail bringing the ball back down the court now at the top of the key. Down to the lane. Up for 2. Shots no good. Fight for the rebound. Cats will pick it up.
Jersey with the ball. But there's a call on the court.
I believe that'll be against number 24, Abigail Rodriguez, with the block.
Haley with the ball, putting it up for 2 from top of the key. No good. Number 12, Madi putting it up for 2 from no post, and it's good for 2.
Destiny Mitchell now bringing the ball down the court at the closer wing. She'll drive. Met by the Chase defense. Now to Marissa. Back out to Destiny, but it looks like she's not there, and out of the court over to the Cats.
Alexis throwing the ball in over to number 10, Haley Miller. Gonna bring it back down on the close end of the court. Throwing it back down over to Jersey at the far wing. Back down to Casey. A little struggle for the ball.
Cougars back with it. Abigail taking it down the court. Should go down. Looks like she'll try to put it up for 2, but a whistle's blown before she gets to the basket. I'll play Zoe Schwinn at the baseline.
Falls on number 10, Haley Miller, my bad, pushing.
Number 2, Zoe Schwinn throwing the ball in. Now over to number 24, Abigail at the corner. Now up to Destiny Mitchell. Destiny going to drive. Up for 2 from the short corner. No good. Fight for the rebound. Over to the Cats.
Miller with the ball, ran it back down on the far end of the court. Going speed, putting it over to Alexis at top of the key. Put up for 3. No good.
Cougars back with the ball. Abigail taking it down the court. She'll go down to the closer wing. Up for 2. Shots. Good. For 2 points. Over to the Cats.
Haley with the ball, bringing it back down center of the court. Throwing it down to number 12, Maddie Bowen. Back over to Alexis at top of the key. Back over to number 10, Haley. Throwing around. Back over to number 2, Jersey, putting up for 3 from far wing. No good.
Cougars back with the ball now. Abigail taking it down the court. She'll go down to the lane. Out to Marissa, now to closer wing. Out to Destiny at the close corner. Up for 3. Shots no good. Cats with the rebound, and looks like a whistle's blown, and a shove is called. And it'll be against number 21, Leela Kenyon.
Alexis throwing the ball over to Casey. Back over to number 2, Jersey, bringing it back down. Going to high post, hand it back off to Casey near top of the key. Put up for 3, for 2, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be turned over to the Cougars.
And it looks like a Cats will call a full timeout. Both teams return to the court with 3 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock. Abigail bringing the ball down the court now. She'll toss it into Leela. Ball is tipped. Fight for it, though, and a jump ball will be called. Looks like the Cougars will keep it. Destiny Mitchell throwing in the ball from the closer sideline. She'll look around for some options. Tries to toss it into Abigail, but it's stolen by the Cats.
Number 10, Haley bringing it back down. Going to try throwing over to number 12, Maddie, but Cougars get it.
Hope Lumpkins bring the ball down the court. Now over to Destiny. Up for two. Shot's no good. Fight for the rebound. Cats pick it up.
Casey getting the ball out to Haley, bringing it back down to on the far end of the court. Throws it over to Jersey at the far wing. Back over to Haley, back over to Casey. Back now over to number 2, Jersey, putting up for 3 from the far wing. No good. Number 10, Haley with the rebound, though. Puts up for 2. There's a call on the court.
Looks like it'll be against number 21, Leela Kenyon.
Number 10, Haley Miller will put up a free throw for a point for the Cats. No good.
Cougars will get the rebound. Destiny Mitchell for your Cougars bringing the ball down the court. She'll take it to the top of the key. Now to Marissa at the closer wing. Down to Abigail at the close corner. Up for 3. Shots no good. And looks like the Chase Cats will pick up the rebound.
Number 1, Alexis bringing the ball back down, center of the court. Going to throw it over to Jersey at the far wing now. Dribbling around, down. Cougars with the steal.
Abigail now with the ball. She'll dribble it down the court. Now to Hope Lumpkins to the closer wing. Up for 3, and that's good.
30-second timeout called on the Cougars.
Both teams return to the court. Chase will start out with the ball.
Alexis throwing the ball in over to Haley. Going to bring it back down. Over to Alexis down center of the court. Over to Casey. Back over to Haley putting up for 3. No good. Maudie with the ball, but goes out of bounds and turn over to the Cougars.
Hope Lumpkins throwing in the ball. Now over to Abigail. She'll bring it down the court now. Over to Destiny at the farther side of the court. She'll look around for some options. Goes over to Hope now at the closer wing. Down to Marissa at the close corner. She'll put it up for 2. No good.
Alexis with the rebound. Hands it off to Casey. Back over to Alexis. Bringing it back down. Far end of the court. Going top of the key. Back over to Maudie. Putting up for 3. No good. Cougars get the rebound, but steps out of bounds. Turn back over to the Cats. Number 10, Miller throwing the ball in over to Alexis. Going to dribble around back over to Miller at the far corner. Putting up for 3. Shot is no good. Maudie with the ball at the low post. No good.
Destiny now with the ball, dribbling it down the court. She'll take it down the lane, try to put it up for 2, and a whistle's blowing. And it's turned over to the Cats.
Ball's thrown in over to Jersey. She's going to bring it back down to Cougar territory. Not Cougar, over to Cat territory. Hand it back off to Alexis. Back. Ball's knocked out of bounds by the Lady Cougars. Haley Miller throwing the ball back in. Out to number 1, Alexis. Back to Haley. Back over to Cassie at low post. One up for 2. No good. Call on the court.
Second will be against number 21, Leela Kenyon. Nope, 43. Changing on me. Marissa Reaver will be the fouler.
Cassie's first shot is up, and it is no good. Second shot is up, and it is no good. Jersey with the rebound.
Cougars toss down the ball. Destiny now has it the closer corner, my bad. She'll go up to the top of the key now into number 2, Zoe Schwint. Trying to get it up for 2, but looks like she'll be caught traveling over to the Cats.
Alexis throwing the ball in over to Jersey. Back to Alexis. Going to bring it back down center of the court. Going to the far end. Goes over to Cassie and goes out of bounds. Turn over to the Cougars.
Cougars tossing in the ball. Abigail bringing it down the court now. She'll take it down, up for 2. Shot's no good. Fight for the rebound. And the Cats, my bad, will pick it up.
Number 10, Meyer bringing the ball back down Miller back over to Jersey. Going to dribble around at the far wing. Hand it back over to number 10, Haley, putting up for 2 at low post, and it's good for 2.
Cougars now tossing in the ball. 14 seconds on the clock. Destiny has it at the closer wing. Now into Abigail. Abby trying to drive. Back out to Hope at the short corner. Up for 2. Shots no good. Fight for the rebound. And a whistle is blowing with 4.2 seconds now on the clock.
Calls against number 10, Haley Miller, pushing.
That'll place number 2 for your Cougars. Zoe Schwinn at the baseline. Into Destiny at the far wing. Into Zoe, up for 2. And another whistle is blown with 1.4 seconds on the clock.
Calls against number 12, Maddie Bowen, on the arm.
Zoe's now getting ready for her first rebound. 3 throw. Her first one's up and it's good. Zoe's second 3 throws up and it's good. Back over to the Cats.
Jersey throwing the ball in over to Cassie. And that is the buzzer.
At the end of your third quarter, your Otis-Bison Cougars will be at 18. Some lights out on the scoreboard, and your Chase Cats will be at 29.
School activities teach students discipline, teamwork, and dedication while providing them with structured, supervised learning activities. Encourage your son and daughter to participate in school activities. Participation opens the door to a lifetime of enjoyment and excitement. The Kansas State High School Activities Association and
the Cougar Broadcast
encourages you to make activities and academics curriculum partner. Ball's thrown in over to number 10, Haley Miller, bringing it back down on the far end of the court. Going back, hands it off to Jersey, going to high post, back over to Meyer. No, not Meyer, over to Bowen. Ball is stolen by the Cougars.
Abigail bringing it down the court, up for two, shots no good. Destiny with the rebound, no good again. Back over to the Cats.
Number 10, Miller with the ball, bringing it back down, chucking it down over to Bowen at the far wing. Far corner, my bad, and she is caught traveling. Turnover to the Cougars.
Cougars back with the ball now. Abigail bringing it down the court, shooting it clear down to Hope now at the closer corner. Into Zoe. Zoe in a little bit of a pickle. Now to the Destiny at the closer wing. Up for three, shots no good. Cats with the rebound.
Number 10 with Miller with the ball, going to chuck it back down over to Jersey at the far wing. And it looks like it goes out of bounds against the Cougars, and it will remain with the Cats. Ball thrown in intended for Miller, but goes out of bounds against the Cougars again, and it will remain with the Cats. Ball's thrown in over to number 10, Bowen, or number 12, my bad. Puts up for two, no good. And out of bounds against the Cats. Turnover to the Cougars.
Cougars tossing in the ball. Destiny bringing it down the court now. Now over to number 24, Hope. Out to number 1, Hope Lumpkins now at the closer corner. Now into Zoe at the lane. Out to McMillan at the short corner, and a whistle is blown. I'll catch the whistle, or what the referee wanted, but Zoe Schwint will be up for some free throws. Her first one's up, in and out of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, and a jump ball will be called. Looks like the Cougars will remain with the possession. Zoe now at the baseline. She'll toss it into Destiny Mitchell at the close corner. Up for three. Shot bounces off the rim. No good. Try to fight for a rebound, and another whistle is blown on the Cats.
Falls against number 20, Casey Murphy, on the arm.
Now plays Zoe for some free throws. Her first one's up. And it's good. Second one's up. And it's good again. Back over to the Cats.
Miller throwing the ball in over to Jersey on the far side of the court, bringing it back down. And calling the court against the Cougars.
It'll be against number 1, Hope Lumpkins. It will be a block.
Number 1, Alexis Donovan throwing the ball in for the Cats. Over to number 11, Isabella. Handed off to Casey and goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Cougars.
Now place number 3, Destiny Mitchell at the baseline. Now into number 24, Abigail. Now down to Hope, the close corner. Up for three again, no good. Shot goes wide, and a fight for the rebound. Looks like the Cats will pick it up as it goes out of the court.
Donovan thrown over to Cassie. Back over to Donovan, bringing it back down to Cats territory. Going down center of the court. Handed off to Jersey, going down the low post. Hands off to Casey. Back out to Miller, putting up for three from the far wing, and it's good.
Cougars back with the ball now. Abigail bringing it down the court. She'll take it to the closer wing. Now over to Hope. Now over to Zoe at the free throw line. Back out to Hope. Hope up to Destiny, now at the top of the key. Now down to Zoe again. Back out to Destiny. Up for three from the closer wing. No good. Fight for the rebound. Rolls out of the court, and it will remain with the Cougars. Number 2, Zoe Schwint for your Cougars at the baseline. Now to Destiny at the closer corner. Into Zoe, back out to Hope at the closer wing. Up for 3 again, no good. Race for the ball. Destiny will pick it up. Now to Hope, into Zoe. Back out to Destiny, up for 3 again. Shot goes wide, over to the Cats.
Number 10 with the ball. Miller bringing it back down center of the court. Hands it off to number 11, Isabella, going down the high post.
Cougars steal the ball. Abigail taking it down the court. Now over to Destiny Mitchell. Up for 2, and it's good. Back over to the Cats.
Yeah, ball is handed off to number 10, Miller, bringing it back down center of the court. 5 minutes and 15 on the clock. Going down center of the lane. Struggle for the ball and call on the court.
It'll be against number 24, Abigail Rodriguez. It's a hacking call in the arm.
Number 10, Miller, puts up her free throw and it is no good.
Fight for the ball as it goes out of the court, and it'll remain with the Cats.
Number 10, Miller, throwing it in over to Jersey at the far corner, far wing. Back over to Miller. Back now to Casey at low post. Put up for 2. No good.
Cougars now back with the ball. Hope bringing it down the court. Now over to Abby. And a whistle's blown as she tosses it over. Did not catch the call. Looks like it'll be a carry. Over to the Cats.
Donovan throws it in over to number 11, Isabel. Or never mind, Miller, putting up for 3. And it's good.
Abigail will take the ball down the court. Now over to McMillan at the far wing. Up to 21, Lila Kenyon. Now over to Destiny at the closer wing. She'll try to drive, met by the Cats defense. They'll pass around the ball a little bit. And looks like Abby will pick it up at the top of the key. Now over to Destiny. Destiny tries to drive again. Now to Lila at the high post. Now over to Abigail at the far wing. Up for 3, and it's good.
Number 10, Haley with the ball. Going to bring it back down center of the court. Going to hand it off to Jersey, going down top of the key. Back over to Alexis at close wing. Going it back out to far wing Miller. Back down over to Alexis at low post, or far corner, my bad. Trying to find her options. A full timeout is called on the Cats. Number 10, Miller throwing the ball in as it goes out of bounds against the Cougars. Ball's thrown back in over to number 2, Jersey, as she is tripped.
It'll be against number 24, Abigail Rodriguez. Nope. Number 3, Destiny Mitchell.
Ball is up by Jersey and is no good.
They'll take the ball down the court. Destiny will take it up for 2 from the short corner. Nope, and it's good.
Miller with the ball, bringing it back down on the close end, going down the low post, putting up for 2. Shot is no good.
Like after some discussion between the referees, the Cougars will get the ball. Abigail throwing in the ball over to Destiny. Destiny taking it down the court now at the top of the key. Out to Abigail. Now we're to McMillan at the far wing. Back up to Abigail. She'll drive down, up for two. Misses the rim and no good. Over to the Cats.
Number 10, Haley with the ball, bringing it back down. Throwing over to Jersey at the far wing. Going down to low post. Putting up for two. Shot is no good.
Cougars back with the ball. Destiny has it, bringing it down the court. She'll take it down to the short corner. Now to Abigail at the closer wing. Up for three. Shot's good. Looks like a Cougars coach will call it full timeout. Both teams return to the court with 3:04 on the clock.
Alexis throwing the ball in over to Isabella. Back to Alexis, bringing it back down center of the court with some speed. Paul on the court against the Cougars.
It'll be against number 3, Destiny Mitchell. She'll be caught pushing.
Alexis Donovan throwing the ball in for, not throwing it in, putting the ball up for a free throw. Shot is up, and it's good for a Cats point. So we'll get one more opportunity for another point for the Cats. Second shot is up. No good. Overstepping the free throw line.
Now plays the Cougars with the ball. Abigail will take it down the court. Now over to Hope at the farther side. Down to Destiny at the top of the key. Into number 21, Leela Kenyon. Fight for the ball. And a jump ball is called. Now plays the Cougars at the baseline. Number 2, Zoe Schwint. She'll look for some options. Goes up to Hope. Now at the closer, far wing. Up for 3. Shots no good. Fight for the rebound. And looks like as number 2, Zoe Schwint was trying to gain control, they'll be caught traveling over to the Cats.
Alexis throwing it over to Isabella. Back to Alexis, bringing it back down. Chucking it down over to Casey. Back out to Jersey at close wing, or far wing. Chucking over to close wing, Isabella. Back down to Cassie at low post. Back out to Isabella, putting up for 3. Shot is no good. Ball on the court. Turn over to the Cougars. Number 10, Haley Miller was caught pushing.
Looks like they'll have the Cougars do some free throws. Up at the free throw line, Abigail Rodriguez. Abby's first free throw's up, and it's no good. Zoe with the rebound. Up for 2, and it's good.
Ball is thrown in over to number 11, Isabella. Hands it off to Miller. Back off to Isabella, top of the key. Going to dribble it around. Back over to send it for Jersey, but goes out of her hands and out of bounds. Turn over to the Cougars.
Destiny throwing in the ball to Abigail. Now over to Hope at the far wing. Into Zoe at the low post. Trying to get around the Chase defense. Almost losing the ball, but it goes out to Hope, up to Abigail, now down to Leela. Over to Destiny at the closer corner, back into Leela. Leela up for 2 from the low post, up for, and it's good.
Ball is thrown in over to number 11. Then Isabella bringing it back down, going to far side. Headed for Jersey, but goes over her head and out of bounds. Turnover to the Cougars.
Cougars tossing the ball. Abigail bringing it down the court now. Into Hope at the far corner. Up to Leela at the 3-throw line. Up for 2, and it's good. Tie game.
Timeout was called on the Cougars coach. 30 seconds.
Both teams return to the court with 1:28 left in the game.
Alexis throwing it in over to, going to bring it back down over to Cats territory. Hands it off to Isabella. Hands back off to Casey at top of the key. Hands it off to Alexis, also at top of the key. Going to dribble it around. Hands it back over to Isabella at far corner. Going to dribble it around just a little bit. Hands it back off to Casey, also at far corner. Back over to far wing, Alexis. Put up for 3. Shot is no good.
Cougars back with the ball. Abigail bringing it down the court. Minute on the clock, and it rolls out of the court. I believe that was tipped by Chase Cats, so Cougars will remain with the ball. Abby throwing it into Destiny. Back down to Abby at the closer wing. Down to number 2, Zoe Schwent, the low post. In a little bit of trouble, and the Cats will pick it off.
Number 10, Miller with the ball, running it back down to over to Alexis at close corner. Put up for 3. And the shot is good.
Cougars back with the ball. 40 seconds now on the clock. Destiny dribbling the ball down the court. Into Zoe. Out to number 21, Leela Kenyon. Up for 3 again, and it's good.
Alexis throwing the ball in and goes out of bounds against the Cougars.
Looks like a timeout will be called by the Chase Cats. Both teams return to the court. 26 seconds on the clock. Chase will have it at the baseline.
Donovan throwing it in over to Casey. Hand it back off to Donovan. Going to bring it back down the far end of the court. Hands it back off to Jersey. Back over to Donovan at far corner, or far wing. Going down to far corner. Struggle for the ball. And traveling is called. Turnover to the Cougars.
Cougars will get possession of the ball with 11 seconds on the clock. Destiny has it at the far sideline. Look for some options. Ball is tipped by the Cats.
Ball is up and is no good.
With 6 seconds on the clock, the Cougars coach will call a timeout. Looks like after some discussion, the refs will put 2 more seconds on the clock, and that'll place us at 8 seconds. Cougars with the ball at the baseline. Number 2, Zoe Schwint throwing it in. She'll toss it into number 1, Hope Lumpkins. Hope dribbling it down the court. Fight for the ball. Number 2, Zoe Schwint. 2 seconds now on the clock, and a whistle's blowing. And I believe there will be a shove called on the Chase Cats.
Falls against number 1, Alexis Donovan, pushing.
Number 2, Zoe Schwint, up for some free throws. Her first 3 throws up, and it's no good. Zoe's second 3 throws. Second one's up. No good. Cougars fight for the ball. And a jump ball will be called with 0.8 seconds on the clock.
There's going to be some discussion. Timeout will be called.
Both teams return to the court. Chase will have the ball at the baseline.
Number 2, Jersey throwing the ball in. Out to Casey. That is the buzzer. Score is Cats 39, Cougars 38. Tonight was a pretty intense game for both teams.
Well, as all good things come to an end, me and Chase here are seniors, so this could be our very last night on the Cougar broadcast together. I'd like to thank you guys for listening in all these years, how much we've improved supporting us. Kind of a bittersweet end. I wish everybody a good night. Signing off for one last time, Preston Ross.
And Chase Mitchell.
Thank you for all coming tonight. Tomorrow night, the boys will be on the road to Wilson for their round 1 game against the top of the Dragons. Next week, the Lady Cats will make their way to Western Plains to take on the Wilson Dragons at Ransom. Thank you all for coming. Drive safe.
Your commentators tomorrow will probably be the wonderful 3 ladies that have joined us over the past few years. Marissa Reaver, Abigail Rodriguez, and the newcomer, Hope Lumpkins. And I will not be present tomorrow for commentation because I will be busy. So if we're lucky, our high school boys will be seen at Substate. As we all know, there's a chance to every game. Thank you for tuning in.